From SwissWatchExpo. Watch History. Omega's Dark Side of the Moon. The backstory of the popular collection. As an icon of modern watchmaking, it's quite known that the Omega Speedmaster is the first watch on the Moon, and is the official watch of NASA. Thanks to its heritage of space exploration, the Speedy has become the perfect platform to field tributes to space missions, such as the Apollo and the Gemini. One of the most popular tribute collections is the Dark Side of the Moon. Not many know that it is a tribute to the Apollo 8 mission, which turns 50 this year. Here's the backstory of the collection, and the mission that inspired it. Before the historic landing on the Moon, the Apollo 8, and astronauts Frank Barman, James Lovell Jr., and William Anders, made history as the first mission to take humans to the Moon, and back. Launched on December 21, 1968, the crew entered the lunar orbit 3 days later, in time for Christmas Eve. Not an easy feat, as, in order to put the spacecraft in the right spot, it had to be out of contact with Earth, on the far side of the Moon. Seconds before the spacecraft disappeared beyond the range of radio contact, Lovell spoke these final assuring words to ground control: "We'll see you on the other side." But they made it. When they did, a live broadcast was made, where the crew showed pictures of the Earth and the Moon, as seen from their spacecraft, and delivered a special message.
We are now approaching lunar sunrise, and for all the people back on Earth, the crew of Apollo 8 has a message that we would like to send to you. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. And God saw the light, that it was good, and divided the light from the darkness. And from the crew of Apollo 8, we close with good night, good luck, a Merry Christmas, and God bless all of you on the good earth.
Not only did the crew become the first people to orbit another world, they were also the first to see the so-called dark side of the Moon. This phrase actually refers to the far, unseen side of the Moon, that faces away from the Earth, rather than the absence of light on it. While it's not as widely known as the Moon landing, it was through Apollo 8 that they tested the flight trajectory to the Moon, and operations for coming back. Its success showed the world that it was possible to bring people to the Moon. Inspired by the successful mission, and the mysteriousness and allure of space, Omega came up with the Dark Side of the Moon collection. Still based on the iconic design of the Moon Watch, the collection is unique, in that, it doesn't make use of steel or gold. Rather, it is crafted from a single block of black zirconium oxide ceramic. The first watch of the series was launched in 2013. Followed by an extension of the line in 2015. The first of the collection is the Dark Side of the Moon Watch, a sleek and sporty take on the original Moon Watch. Aside from the ceramic case and dial characteristic of the collection, it comes with Moonwatch-style hands crafted in striking 18K white gold, and 2 ceramic subdials at 3 and 9 o'clock. Meanwhile, the vintage black model uses a distressed, brown palette that reinforces the vintage feel. It features hour, minute, and chronograph seconds hands, indices, markers and text that have been given a vintage, yellow, superluminova treatment. The pitch dark model, on the other hand, features an all-black construction with a few highlights. Everything is black, from the case, dial, lugs and strap. While the hands, are markers, and tachymeter scale, are adorned by the traditional, neon white superluminova pigment. Quite naturally, the gray side of the moon followed the collection. The lighter shade was the product of more advanced research into colored ceramics. Inspired by lunar dust, the construction is made from white ceramic, that has been transformed to gray, through exposure to temperatures of 20,000 degrees Celsius. In 2018, the Apollo 8 mission celebrates its 50th year, and Omega makes a fitting tribute with the Apollo 8 Dark Side of the Moon watch. Launched in Baselworld in March, it's the first of this collection to have a skeletoned dial, to reveal a blackened dial inspired by the Moon's surface. The Apollo 8 mission was a bold step for space exploration. The Omega Speedmaster Dark Side of the Moon collection is an ode to this achievement. And a great way to remember the men who have risked their lives, to go where no man has ever been before. Want more? For the best and the latest in watches, head over to the Watch Club by SwissWatchExpo. For more videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel.